Catwoman makes its contribution to garbage culture in the weirdest game of basketball ever filmed. Why do they just stand there dribbling for each other? That's not how basketball works. From Petoff, just Petoff, comes a solemn reminder that no matter what happens with the new Wonder Woman, the bar for female-led superhero movies is really, really low. Catwoman.
Oh my God.
Before you see the best DC has to offer, revisit the worst in this sloppily directed, insanely edited,
Nobody. Nothing.
Actual edits.
terribly written,
37.
ridiculously acted pile of cat barf that came out just 1 year before Batman Begins, but feels more like the spiritual sequel to Batman and Robin.
Chicks like you give women a bad name.
Meet Selena Kyle. Just kidding. This movie has nothing to do with the source material. Meet some random lady named Patience Phillips, a graphic designer with 2 of film's horniest co-workers.
We have our ways.
Man sandwich, 12 o'clock.
She's supposed to be a frumpy nerd, but since Halle Berry is the exact opposite of that, they'll just bury her in plus-size clothes and make her super clumsy.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
Everything will change when a cat French kisses her dead body on a pile of garbage. Patience will become Catwoman, a woman with the literal powers of a cat, like hissing, getting off to catnip, and eating disgusting amounts of tuna. But instead of, I don't know, seeing a doctor about any of this, she'll just Google the phrase, cats, period, women, and give herself a haircut. Watch a film that takes a step forward in representing a female superhero. Take 8 steps back by having her do battle against Moisturizer. Evil Moisturizer. As cosmetics exec Sharon Stone gets to vent some of her personal frustrations with Hollywood.
I was everything they wanted me to be. And then I turned 40, and they threw me away.
While releasing a product that's a class action lawsuit waiting to happen.
You stop using it, and your face disintegrates.
You know, I'm pretty sure that product gets recalled without Catwoman doing anything. She could literally sit her own movie out and nothing would change. Revisit an era where superheroes hit their low points, full of iconically crappy moments like the playground scene, the emo dance, and the Bat credit card.
Never leave the cave without it.
But not to be outdone, Catwoman makes its contribution to garbage culture in the weirdest game of basketball ever filmed. Why do they just stand there dribbling for each other? That's not how basketball works. Stop shaking your ass at him. Kids are watching. Ugh.
Oh my lord.
Why? So look out, boys, because this ain't the superhero movie for you. And step back, girls, because it's not for you either. Or you Batman fans. Or you person with eyes and ears. This is a movie made for no one, about nothing, that never should have existed, whose only positive contribution to the world was Halle Berry's Razzie speech.
Thank you for putting me in a piece of god-awful movie.
At least she's a good sport about it. Now just apologize for that toad line, and we're good.
You know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
Oh my lord.
Starring Puss in Boots, The Brat and the Cat, Basic Instinct, Mugatu, and The Lion King. Hello, Shitty. Hey, it's not like Marvel was doing much better at this point either.
That's true. It's very true.
Remember this name, Taserface. You blow, I'll do the fingering. What happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? Same thing that happens to everything else. Where the hustlers keep them chickens at. Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
So, you have a Catwoman script for me? Yes, sir, I do. Amazing. I can't wait to see what kind of crazy adventures Selina Kyle gets into. Who the hell is Selina Kyle? She's, you know, Catwoman from the comics and everything. Oh, I thought this was like a thing we were making up. No, it's like an extremely popular DC Comics thing. Oh, well, I thought this was a thing we were making up, so her name's gonna be Patience Phillips. Oh, that's significantly less cool sounding than Selina Kyle. And Patience is a graphic designer who's quiet and not good at standing up for herself. Okay, and tell me something, is she hot but doesn't know it? She's hot but doesn't know it. Fantastic character description. Yeah, when hot girls don't know they're hot, that means we have a chance with them. You clearly understand women just as well as I do, my man. Do you think we should get an actual woman to write this thing? I mean, I looked around, there are just no female screenwriters in Hollywood. Really, none. I looked? How hard did you look? I mean, I asked around. The men's washroom. Under my breath. It sounds like you tried. I did. Well, that's all that matters. Besides, I think we have this female character thing down pat. I think so. So anyway, Patience has this friend Sally, and all she talks about is boys. That sounds about right. And Catwoman's gonna have to go up against the evil cosmetics company she works for, because they're making an evil face cream. That sounds like an appropriate antagonist for her. Agreed. So how does she become Catwoman? Oh, well, like I said, she works as a graphic designer, right? Right. And her boss gets mad at her because she made a red thing, but he wanted a darker red. Oh, well, that should take a couple of seconds, right? You'd think so, but it's gonna take her 2 days, and it's gonna be so last minute she's gonna have to rush to deliver it herself. Oh, very slow worker. Yeah, so as she's delivering the thing, she stumbles upon one of the heads of the company, Laurel, revealing a dark secret. What's the secret? That if you stop using this new cream Bioline, your face disintegrates. Oh, that's not good. Nope. So anyway, Patience gets chased by some guards and ends up drowning. Oh, that's an interesting way to end the movie, so we don't get to see her become Catwoman. Well, actually, plot twist, the movie's not done. Oh my god, you got me. Yeah, see, a magical Egyptian cat burps in her mouth, and that turns her into Catwoman. Oh, cat burps are tight. Yeah, so she starts taking on the traits of cats, you know? She loves tuna, she hisses at dogs, and she goes crazy for catnip. Wait, what? Yeah, she's Catwoman, so she's gonna act like a cat. That all sounds kind of silly, to be honest. No, it's like in Spider-Man, you know? He gets bit by a spider, he takes on the traits of a spider. Yeah, I mean, he shoots web, but he doesn't start eating flies and laying eggs. He probably did those things off screen. The filmmakers just weren't brave enough to show it. Oh, so it's not because it's ridiculous, it's because the filmmakers were cowards? Exactly. Well, good to know. Anyway, so Patience also has this romantic thing going on with the detective Tom Lone. And what's his deal? He has a romantic thing going on with Patience. Oh, that's it? Pretty much. Okay. Yeah, and since he's a detective, he shows up at every single crime scene like seconds after the crime has taken place. No matter where it takes place in the city. Yeah, because there's only like one detective per city, if I understand correctly. You don't? Oh, well, he's just gonna be around anyway. And so he's gonna figure out that the woman he's dating is Catwoman. Yeah, he is, but it's gonna take him, you know, the entire movie. Because she hit it so well? No, because he's kind of an idiot. Oh, he is? Yeah, I mean, Patience leaves him writing samples as herself and as Catwoman of the same word, and they were just obviously written by the same human. Oh yeah, that's a big hint. She also makes a bunch of cat puns as Patience and just acts like a cat in general when she's around him. This guy's a terrible detective. Yeah, and anyway, they're also gonna have this super romantic scene where they play one-on-one basketball. How is that romantic? Because they completely disregard the rules of the game and just kind of grind up on each other as children cheer them on. I guess that's romantic. Yeah, and then she's gonna show that she's really good at basketball because of her powers. Like a cat. Like a cat, that's right. Also, I figured we can make the whole scene more exciting by cutting it together really fast. Consider it done. We'll make over 150 cuts in under 2 minutes. Okay, maybe not that much. No, I think this is a good move. In fact, let's edit the whole movie like that. That sounds like it's gonna be exhausting to watch. Oh, it will be. And that's a good thing? Maybe. I do not know what I'm doing here. Anyway, so eventually Catwoman's horny friend Sally is gonna get sick because she's been using this cream so much. Uh-oh. Yeah, and Catwoman's gonna figure out that the cream is making her sick and tell her to stop. Isn't that gonna make her face disintegrate? It'll have no consequences. Oh. And then Catwoman's gonna break into Laurel's place to confront her. Okay. And she's gonna be like, my husband is behind this. You better go take care of him. Didn't Catwoman overhear Laurel herself talking about the face disintegration thing? Yeah, I guess she forgot about that. Oh, a very forgetful cat. And eventually Laurel is gonna frame Catwoman for killing her husband. If only there was a way she could have known that Laurel was evil. Yeah, that would have helped a lot. It's too bad she forgot. So Catwoman gets arrested. She does, and she was literally caught holding the murder weapon, so, you know, it's not good. Man, it's gonna be hard for her to save the day after being arrested. arrested. Actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because she's gonna realize that one of her powers is that she can fit through tight spaces like a cat. Oh, tight spaces are tight. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And also she can teleport. Oh, she can teleport? Yeah, we're just gonna have a scene where she casually teleports and then never does it again. Well, I have heard that cats can do that they can teleport once. Yeah, I think I saw that on Animal Planet. Nature is special. So anyway, then Catwoman's gonna have a big final fight with Laurel. How's that gonna go? Well, Laurel reveals that she's been using the cream so much that her skin is like marble now. Doesn't marble break pretty easily? I don't know. You didn't look it up? No, this is fiction. You don't do research when you write fiction. Anyway, then Laurel falls from a window and dies. Well, good. Yeah, and so that's about it. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. You think so? Yeah, I mean, I think we nailed it. I think we really have a winner.
Considering these Catwoman videos were from, well, the honest trailer was 4 years ago and the pitch meeting was 2 years ago, these are pretty good. These are pretty good, almost on par with some of the new stuff. But hilarious. Which one's your favorite though? I gotta know which one's your favorite. Because this movie was a train wreck and there was a lot of things they could make fun of with it. Watching this though, it reminded me of a lot of things about the movie because it's been years since I've seen it. I've only seen it once and I don't even know if I watched the whole thing because some of that at the end I didn't really remember. But as far as her face being marble and all that kind of stuff, like what kind of power did she have to be on par with Catwoman's powers? I don't know. It didn't really matter anyway. But I like Honest Trailer's piece of how, you know, Catwoman really could have just stayed out of the way and not done anything, sat out her own movie because pharmaceutical companies or somebody will come after this company to stop what they're doing because they're going to figure out, hey, it's causing people's faces to disintegrate. And then pitch meeting on the other hand, the piece on, hey, well, this is fiction. You don't have to do research if it's fiction. Like that's, it just shows how a writer guy never really does his research or look into things. He just writes it up and that's just what he does. In some of these movies, sometimes it does feel that way. Like, hey, this sounds like a good idea. Let's put it in the movie. Why not? It may not make sense. Let's just do it anyway. It's a movie. People just give us a pass, right? Yeah, sometimes we do. Sometimes we do because it's fun. Marvel does it a lot. DC does it a lot. A lot of different movies do it a lot. We just want to be entertained sometimes. Maybe that's what it is. Either way, Catwoman is one of the worst superhero movies ever made. There's a list of those, obviously, but this one's one of the worst. But I enjoyed these. Did you enjoy these? Let me know in the comments below. One, I want to thank you guys so much for 2 million views. We just hit that today, which is really awesome. Never thought I'd see that. Obviously, the channel continues to grow, and that's because of you guys, subscribers, members, everybody. I love it. You guys make this channel what it is, so thank you guys so much. Also, we're gearing up for our 5,000 subscriber giveaway. We're hitting that pretty soon. We're close. Look for more information on that as I get that together. To my Hyper Crew members, Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slepnir, K6013, Dash Milner, and Portal on Mobile 44. Thanks so much for being a part of the crew. I really appreciate it. To all my members, subscribers, and even non-subscribers, thanks so much for watching with me and laughing with me. I really appreciate it. It's cool to have this community. We can come together and talk about movies and these videos. It's a lot of fun. While you're still here, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. You got a couple of other times where you saw the graphics for that. But you can also check out some of our most popular videos on the channel. You can also see our most recent reaction right up there as well. If you've seen all that, I'll see you guys in the comments and we'll talk about this.